Anthony, are you there?
I'm sorry, I did not hear you call my name. Coach, I guess just first of all, these two losses such as they are, how much responsibility you kind of placed on yourself for what's happened the last two games?
Well, I guess all of it. Is that what you're asking me? What do you mean?
Yeah, just in general, I mean, there's a lot of things obviously that happen and everything, but how much do you put on your shoulders for that?
Well, I would say the entire thing. I mean, that would be the answer. I mean, so yeah, I'm the head coach. So I guess the way you asked the question, I would say that the responsibility falls with me. Absolutely.
Charles Odom?
You started the second half with KD on the floor. What did that reflect about what you saw from his first half?
That we've missed him for 10 games. That he brings a different level of energy and competitiveness to the game. And he's an attack. The only player that they didn't go through our chest and driving the ball to the rim was KD. And so much of tonight was just, it was lack of talk and lack of, we wanted to guard the ball screen with two people. Well, those two people have got to talk, right? They've got to talk on the switch. They've got to be up. They've got to be in those situations. But you've got to start with being tough on the basketball, whether you're getting under, whether you're going over, whatever it is. And KD brings that. KD brings a different spirit inside of that situation. But we didn't talk very well. So I'll go back to Anthony's. I guess I am responsible for the fact that our talk is not remotely close tonight to what it is in practice when it comes to how we get back in transition defense. But that's something it's got to get better in a hurry because people are coming at us and we're back on our heels. But more importantly, we're not taking initiative to get the ball stopped. We're looking for our own man rather than being in an area on a man and just taking them. And those are the kind of things we got to get better at. So I got to coach better.
All right, and last two questions. Let's have Mike Griffith and then Chip Towers.
Coach, yeah, I know the head coaches are responsible for wins and losses, but transition defense, that's something you coach. It's something you talk about. How do you? I mean, you're not out on the floor playing, but how do you explain the lack of that tonight? It looked like
I can't explain. I can't explain that. I can't explain Ty Fagan giving up 10 points in transition in the first half. On a couple lobs and a three and 9-10 points, whatever it is. I can't explain that because that's not how we do it. So I've got to coach it better. And we're too quiet. I mean, we're just it's coming at us. We just got to get down and we've got to be. It's basically about getting around your man, get the ball stopped, get the rim covered. All right. Get in help and find your man, or a man, I should say, not your man, but a man, and let's guard. And a lot of times we were back, we weren't aggressive and aware and communicating and that's where it's got to get better. So what I've got to do a much better job of is getting exactly in the game, who's going to be those leaders that are going to get us back and take responsibility for getting their teammates in those positions and to talk.
Yeah, Coach, I'm not even really sure where to begin on asking you, but I mean, obviously 57%, I guess it was, they shot in the second straight game, the kind of a second half collapse. Y'all were right there at halftime. What's happening in the second half?
Well, I thought we were there in the first half or the second half too. We were making runs, but then we'd give up a couple of, we'd get a couple baskets, we'd get a couple stops, and then we'd make a mistake. I think it's just a combination of not bearing down. And what I haven't liked the last couple games is that we lose a little belief that we can win the game. And 12-point deficit, a 13-point deficit, a 15-point deficit, plus with as fast as they shoot it, as fast as Arkansas shoots it, that's nothing in college basketball. That's just absolutely nothing. And we've got to be able to work through that better. So I don't know. I've got to look at who I'm playing. I've got to look at combinations, and I may have to make some tough choices.
All right. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.